phrase stir the pot refers to intentionally causing trouble or controversy in a situation. It is often used to describe someone who provokes tension or engages in discussions that create discomfort. For example, if someone says, "Don't try to stir the pot," they are warning you not to escalate a situation unnecessarily. The expression originates from the idea of stirring a pot to mix ingredients, symbolizing the act of stirring up a contentious topic or situation. Well, here at Stir the Pot, that is exactly what This Is Jay, Big Fan Breezy, and Philosophical P specialize in every week. So buckle up for the next 2 hours as the Triangle Offense cooks up that essential flavor. Stir the pot. Come get a whiff.
Yo, y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all see me holding the pot, man. I'm gonna be holding the motherfucking pot tonight. Now, man, shout to This Is JTV. Shout to Philosopher P, man. We out here stirring the pot. A lot of shit going on, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we gonna get to it, you know what I mean? Chicken in Bed episode. Y'all like chicken in bed? Jay, you like chicken in bed, man?
Yeah, why not? Chicken is good, beer is good. Fuck it.
The Luda album was good.
Right. I ain't mad at it.
Facts.
I fuck with both. But what's
Word
good,
up.
y'all? How y'all feeling?
Chilling, man. Another day. Glad to see it.
Always glad
I was
to
talking.
see it.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah. I was talking about it wasn't just us talk about but we was picking hot topics last week, and everybody felt the same way we did when it come to the New York turning the lights out at 11 o'clock. Nobody put logic to that shit. Everybody say they wrong for that. I don't see how they got the vote. People gonna push back, people gonna fight back, people not having that shit.
Well,
People
I got
not
another
judging.
New York topic this week, man, because I want to know why none of the good things in life happened to me. Did y'all hear about the dude? The dude, he was waiting in line at the ATM.
Okay.
The Brinks truck. It wasn't the Brinks truck. I think it was the Garda World truck. Pulled up, got into a car accident in front of got into a car accident. 2 bags of money fly out onto the street, and my boy just gets up and walks away with, I think it was $183,000.
Tax free.
But
Like it just fell out right in front of him. Like,
where this happened in the city?
Oh,
Or something?
Dame type shit.
on 47th and 5th Ave. Let me read you the story just because.
Yeah.
A man waiting in line at a Chase ATM on 5th Ave in New York City is $183,000 richer after a Garda World van making an emergency overnight ATM restock was sideswiped by a taxi and 2 cash bags landed on the wet sidewalk.
All right.
And he was just right there, right place at the right time.
Right place, right time, man.
But how he got away with that shit? Like,
they do have security footage of it. You know what I mean? Security.
Yeah, see, like, all right. So how nobody's saying, "Sir, excuse me, but you have to return this property." You know what I'm saying? Like,
finders keepers ain't part of the law.
like, that's how they rolling at the bank.
That's him right there. You know what I mean?
Snug hug. He got the snug hug on it.
But look,
He funny as hell.
Yo, that's
Come on,
crazy,
bro.
though.
Them shits fall on the floor like this. You supposed to just leave them there?
Nah, I'm not saying that that's not what he was supposed to. He wasn't supposed to pick them up. But what I'm saying is, like, how did he get away with it? Like, all right, so
I
like
think they was too busy thinking about the car accident.
Like in the movies.
all right,
That's
so
in the movies and shit.
the driver, you know, the guards, they were preoccupied, no doubt. So my next
Reading
question is
newspaper.
how does, like, since they got camera footage of it, you know?
And look at everybody else on the line just sitting there like it's sweet.
Yeah, see, I don't understand. Like, I got questions. I want to know, like, did he just disappear into the night? Like, you know, we was talking about Batman before. Did he throw down like the smoke shit and then just You know what I'm saying? Because like, how did nobody know this dude?
Had to take
I
a
don't
left,
know, man. That's
then a
wild.
right turn, then a left turn, then a right turn. You know what I mean?
They don't know his first and last name.
All of that money is heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't light. You know, walking around with 180 stacks in 2 bags, looking like he the fucking Beagle Boys from DuckTales. You know what I'm saying? Walking down the street.
I know he didn't get on a train with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened? Like he got an Uber. He had to cut the Uber driver in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
The Uber driver is an accessory.
Exactly. Get me to my destination. Are they looking for him now? That's my next question. Can he operate his day-to-day life okay without, you know what I'm saying? Like, people looking for him. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. I got questions.
Yo, I think it sounds like a movie to me. I think about him disappearing into the night, going to Mexico.
Nah, not with 180 racks. You ain't going to Mexico, bro. You ain't starting life over with 180 racks, man. This ain't motherfucking 1943, man. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if you go to Thailand,
even if they're in Mexico,
Thailand with 180 racks. You know what I mean?
So remember we were talking.
I don't think you can start over anywhere with 180 racks, man. I don't even think you can move from one state to another with 180 racks, man. Like, let's be real, man.
But no, I'm saying, okay, just kind of parlaying the conversation to what we were talking about, what Jay was saying about the government and just now, far as the dollar and how it would drop. Now I'm just saying, since 180K US isn't enough to just disappear into the night because you got it like that with the money.
Yeah.
If that, how much, what's the worth of the US dollar? Like, if I take $20 US to Dominican Republic, do I get back $1,000, $500? Like, what's the currency rate? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it got, you feel what I mean? Like, what's the worth of it?
So
every place is different. That's what I'm saying.
Different. You gotta, and they actually do have something that you can go and look at it, you know, for traveling purposes.
Currency exchange. They got it on 4 those.
Like this. But we're number 2 in the world behind the euro. The US dollar is number 2 behind the euro. So, you know, like, you get more money, you know, in other countries and stuff for our dollar, but at the same time, stuff is different prices. So it's all, you know, it's bottom line is, bro, you can't disappear with 180,000.
But that's before this episode. This is what I'm saying. Before this episode is over, I want to know what the US dollars, where you a millionaire for 180. Where could you get the most for 180K? And that's where he went. I'm trying to connect the dots.
But for you to ask that question, I just answered it, but you didn't hear my answer, bro. It's too many components.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
like,
I get what you're saying.
A loaf of bread here might be $4 or $5, whereas a loaf of bread somewhere else might be 2,000 of whatever.
No, I get all of the definition and technical. I didn't miss it. What I'm saying is, I'm saying that's where the assailant went. Top dollar.
Nah, man, he ain't go nowhere, man. He's at home hiding, maybe. I don't know. But he's definitely didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't go to no island, no remote island or anything like that, man. Just the trip to that island is going to take a chunk out that 180, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
So he might as well do the right thing and get the money back. Like Spike Lee,
But that's the thing. Are they looking for him? Like that? That's why I said I got questions, man. Are they looking for him?
If the news know about it, whoever money it is, know about it. If we get to see footage of him,
and if they got a good picture of him, you know, they can identify people, man. Like it's real easy.
But what
you got a picture of somebody off the internet, and you know, now all of a sudden, oh, I know this dude. I went to school with him, or I went to work with him, or he fucked my girl, so I'm mad at him, so I'm gonna rat him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, not me, but that's how dudes be doing, man.
Yo, Money Mike, what up? 718, Money Mike. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights here. Content creator, subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Bro, I'm saying, realistically, he get 180K. He like, you know what? I'm going to give him back 160 60K. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use this 28K, and you know what I mean? Because I got shit to do. I'm a human. I was thinking with a passion, crime of passion. I didn't really mean to spend the money, but I had to take care of what I needed to take care of. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying hypothetically, what if he hold on. What I'm saying is, this is my question. What if hypothetically he just brung back 160K and say, yo, I'll get you back on the 28K. Like I'm not all the way a bad dude, but like I brought most of it back. I just did what I needed to do. Then I'll run the rest back. You feel me?
Man. If the dude got a record, they sending him back to the slammer for that. And if the dude don't got a record, maybe they hitting him with a misdemeanor and making him pay restitution. And you know what I'm saying? Pay that bread back, man. You ain't gonna just eat that. Jay said it was $1.83. He gonna bring back 160? No, man. They're not charging 23 racks to the game, man.
So hold on, he just get just a thumbs up for bringing that money back. What if his finder's fee is 28K?
Nah, man. He don't get
finder's fee is 180, man.
Nah, but Breeze said, like, if they looking for him, what if he returned the bread but just don't return all the bread? So that's what I'm like.
Just bring some of it back.
All that
bring
bread.
most of it back, but
just
just do what you gotta do.
Like,
You
yo,
feel
we
me?
charging 23K to the game, like it's all good. We don't care about that.
Just a little bit. Now I'm saying, just take care of what you gotta take care of. Hit it with the 1-2. You done. You good. You know what I'm saying? You come back to social media, let them know you apologize. You're not a perfect person. You just did what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? Just pray to the Lord for forgiveness. You feel what I mean? But what's done is done. Listen, don't take my advice. I'm just being like entertaining. You know what I mean? I'm just joking. This is all satire.
You could bring it back, you know, just that little piece without that little piece and see what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a fuck around and find out moment. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. It's definitely one fuck around and find out.
For entertainment only.
What you do is go get you a brick and double that shit.
And that's fact.
And then you got your profit. Nah, that's wild.
He gonna double the profit. Facts. He probably could, you know what I mean? Double the profit real fast, give him back the 180K. No harm, no foul. I mean,
yo, just
matter of fact, give him a little more just for the inconvenience. You know what I'm saying, but here, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, hypothetically, for entertainment only.
Oh, package up. You're gonna be tied up in somebody's bathroom to the thing. Yeah. Coming in with a chainsaw like Scarface.
That's crazy. Remember that shit Meth Day said, cut your eyelids off and feed you nothing but sleeping pills. That torture shit. Jumping at the net.
But yo, man, that's I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure they looking for it, man. They got him on.
They gotta be. They gotta be
him on film. He got away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope that he stay low. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, just stay low, dude. Like, don't do nothing crazy, man. Like, take a lesson from De Niro, my guy Jimmy the Gent Conway, and Goodfellas, man. Now listen here, don't you guys be making any big purchases, okay? Stay low, man.
No furs, no jewelry, no flashy
Take
shit.
It back. He told him with the pink Cadillac, I don't care. Take it back. Take it back now. I don't care where it came from, but you take it back right now.
Thanks. I love that movie, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It been crazy in the Big Apple these last couple weeks. I don't know if y'all seen that the two dudes shot the baby.
Yeah, man, that was messed up, man.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Messed up. My heart go out to that family, man, for real. That's disgusting, man. Something like that should never happen, man.
It's senseless gun violence, and I don't know. I don't want to be too preachy, but it's just that people need to start settling things with their words, like, or even with their fists. But everything don't have to be killing. Right. Like, niggas be killing people over $100, over $500. Like, that's not worth a life forever. And then when you doing it, you shooting into a crowd, you shooting from across the street, you shooting off the back of a moped.
Right.
Like, you're not aiming properly. Like, so you could hit anybody. You could hit somebody in the crib, somebody outside, somebody. Like,
Maybe in a stroller, bro. Like, that's just
senseless violence, man.
Yo,
Man.
I think, yeah, not what you said.
I feel like some of that shit could be resolved, like something over $500, something over $100, and I don't know what that situation was over, but I just be seeing shit in the streets, and it's just like that can be resolved. You could eventually be cool with this person again, like over that. Like, I don't know, like, and to take somebody away from their family, take a father away from a son, take a baby away from a mother, take a child, it's just craziness that it gets that deep. I don't know, people wilding. We need to learn to come together. Word.
Yeah, man. They said it was gang shit from what I was reading. They said, you know, the dudes is gang members. That's, I mean, like, yo, man, gang activity is gang activity. I get it and all of that, but yo, what the fuck, man? That shit is just ridiculous, man.
They need to take it back to Warriors, man.
But what I'm saying is, it's like off of a moped. That's the thing that's pointless to me. Whatever, because like, if you really intending on doing something to your target, how are you going to be accurate to your target with you know, on the back of a moped? You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes obviously wasn't skilled on the moped, because I seen the video where he crashed out like right after. I think the dude, the shooter, he broke his leg or foot or something like that because he was all hobbling. So that's how they was able to catch him. The other dude who was driving the moped, he got off. You know what I'm saying? He got away. So like, yo, man, like, it's just, I don't understand, man. Like, the shit is ridiculous, man. Like, for real, this shit is ridiculous, man. Like, this shit had me so pissed off and angry yesterday. I can't even articulate words properly other than this shit is ridiculous. Like, I'm still pissed off, angry, hurt, sad, frustrated, upset, like all of those emotions, man. Like I said, my heart goes out to that family, man. And yo, man, y'all young boys out here, man, like, y'all got to do better with settling y'all problems, man. Like, that shit is just wrong, man. Like, the shit is just dead wrong.
Yeah, shit ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I think I'm glad we could speak on it, because I feel like stuff like that, people desensitize. Like, they don't even know how to be sensitive to it, don't know how to really embrace the sorrow of it, or, you know, the feelings that you get naturally, and be able to cope with it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm just saying that from just a person just that sees social media, because I had seen that, but I had seen so much bad news. I was like overloaded. Like, I seen what it was, but I didn't read the article. I was just like, I felt like it was too much. Like, damn, man, like, this is more shit, more bad shit. That should be having an effect on me sometimes. I mean, sometimes I try to detox from the internet, you know what I mean? Because I think it'd be good news, and they don't do it. And my thing, they don't put it on the internet as much as they put the bad news on. And that shit could desensitize you, you know what I'm saying? I'll be having to sometimes respectfully step back from the internet, just kind of like, and I'm a content creator, but like, the days the Nets don't play, those just be good days sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of, because being able to absorb a story like that shit, I ain't gonna lie, I feel that shit, and that shit is hurtful, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, there's been a lot of bullshit going on lately everywhere, man.
Word, bro, like.
Well, I think that's the world, man. The world, it been a lot of bullshit going on. It's just we got access to so much more information currently. Yeah. So you seeing the bullshit from all over the world, and not just the bullshit from your neighborhood. But I don't know. It's this. I just know in the city, this gun violence is fucking out of control. I seen in Brownsville a little kid got shot too, like a 6 or 9 year old or something got shot in Brownsville. It's just like,
And then last week, wasn't it like a 16-year-old kid shot his friend? The kid mom was a cop, so they had her gun and they was playing with it in the living room of the crib or something like that. I forgot where that was, but that was somewhere in NY. Like, yo, man, it's just it's too much shit. I seen in Portland a dude almost pushed another dude in front of the train. They caught it on camera. The dude stopped himself from being, mangled by the train. Like,
oh wow,
this shit, like every day, it's just the world is on some bullshit, man. Like, people are, to Breeze's point, desensitized to a lot of stuff. Like, like I play video games, but certain people shouldn't because they think they could go out there and do the same shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really think they could go out and do some Call of Duty shit in real life or some GTA shit in real life instead of realizing it's just a fucking game, man.
Bro, and another thing, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I seen this recently, it's probably like 2 weeks now that you mention it. The dude it's a mother and a son living together, and he live in the basement, and the mother cut off the internet for whatever reason she had. I forget why they was fussing, but he was like, turn the internet back on. She said no. He came up the stairs, and there was a door in between them. He broke the door down, didn't touch his mother. Went, put the internet on, went back downstairs. Like, when you say some people shouldn't play the game, like, bro, you playing the game way too much to be scaring your moms to put the internet back on, bro. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think even, you know what I mean, the games that's out, I don't know, man. That shit just seemed like too much. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be doing that over video games. And I play some dope video games. Mario Kart.
Society is fucked up, man. That's what it is, man. Society is just fucked up right now, in so many different ways, man. Shit is crazy, man. It really is, man.
That's a fact.
You tell us, Barry, what's good, man? You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing good in these streets, man.
Word, man. Yo, I seen a dude at a casino. Man, this shit was wild, man. The dude hit on a slot machine for $600K, right?
Yeah.
Tell me why the machine went blank and went dead right after, and when it booted back up, it ain't like say that he got that bread.
I seen that shit.
Nah.
Yo, homie went ape shit on the machine as he should have. Like, he tried to tackle the shit. You know what I'm saying? He was kicking it, throwing shoulders at, like, yo, he was doing all of that shit, man.
Right. Man versus machine right there. That's how it's gonna start.
Yo, like,
fucking casino.
Yo, if you hit, you gotta take a picture right there just in case some shit like that happened. Right. So you could be like, you could go show somebody at the desk. Yo, I hit, man. I don't know what this shit talking about. It's on some bullshit right now, but I hit, man. Like, look at this right here. Like, this is time stamped and everything. You can see when this picture was taken, man. Look at your cameras. Look at your footage. Cause yo, the worst thing about this shit, bro went from being up $600K to getting arrested for destroying property and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Come on, that's wild.
Yeah, I know that shit is true. I really, I'm exaggerating. Like I said, it's satire for entertainment only. Bro, man versus machine is going to start in a casino. It's going to let that shit is going to cause a revolution. Because the humans, they're going to feel like it's no way I'm not supposed to be walking out of here without $600,000. Even if they want to tax me, you know what I'm saying? Hypothetically charge him, and he got unknown charges. You know what I mean? So they take whatever they take or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's still supposed to be leaving out there without a substantial amount. You know what I mean? And for the machine to just black out, that shit is fugazi. You know what I'm saying? And again, like you said, I didn't see the rage he unleashed on that machine, but I can only imagine.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Did y'all see this
right now? Hold on.
Gucci Mane got robbed. Y'all seen this?
Yeah, I seen something about that, but I don't know if the source I read it from was reliable. Yo,
Well,
Barry, let us know what source you heard that from, because
'cause,
if so,
look,
that's crazy. It was supposed to be Pooh Shiesty, I heard.
yeah, I heard this like a couple months ago when it first happened. I think they was talking about it, but everybody was denying that it was true. But now they saying that
Him and his pops.
Pooh Shiesty and his pops both
Right.
is down right now. And then on top of that, I'm reading something right here where it say Whack 100 called into a DJ Academics live with the allegations that Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, and his pops was both government informants, and they got the paperwork on it. And the reason why they got caught up after the robbery is because Gucci Mane had off-duty cops as his security, and the entire robbery is captured on the surveillance video, and Pooh Shiesty and his mans is cooked.
Oh, well, that shit is legit then. That's
Like,
crazy.
and it sounds like an open and shut case. Like, oh.
Bro, he taking a back step and then running towards it.
Shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they did the same thing.
World Star got all this shit, man.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
600.
he was going ham on that shit. But nah, that's crazy though. That yo, it sound like Pooh Shiesty and his pops going down for a minute over this shit right
They
here.
said it's 9 dudes involved in it. And that shit, including Pooh Shiesty and his pops, and that is crazy. And he just came home from jail.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know what's
crazy.
the fascination of taking subject from another man. I just don't understand it.
Well,
You
well,
know?
no, I think he was trying to get himself out his contract.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That's
shit!
what I was reading.
Whoa, is this a whole backstory?
Like the oxtail gravy thickens.
Mm-hmm. That's what
I
I was reading. It was about getting out of his contract. And then also something about a 1017 chain.
Yeah, they held him at gunpoint to get out the contract, and I think it was something about they took his chain or something.
Yeah.
Because I know 9 people ain't going in there just for the contract. They need something for themselves too.
Right. Got to come out with something. That's crazy though, man. Like, I don't know, man. Trying to get out your contract, I get it. But, you know, should have known he had some the boys in there, you know what I'm saying, in security, man. Like,
yo, listen, a nigga named Pooh Shiesty, what can you really expect?
That's facts. Straight shiesty.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Wasn't Pooh trustworthy.
Right.
That's hilarious. No, that's true though. But I think ultimately a lot of these contracts don't favor the artists. And I don't know. From what I hear, they keep saying that, you know, I heard Noriega say it more so. He was explaining the contract is like a loan, like an advance. And you're supposed to get that money back. You're supposed to be able to recoup that money in a certain amount of time. And if you don't, they give you another advance, but then they lock you into more albums. And it's just a lot for you to get out your contract. And you know what I'm saying? I think that should be topic of a discussion too, you know. And that being said, you know, I would love to see more entertainment lawyers. You know,
it's not even about lawyers, bro. They need a union.
Yeah, but the whole thing
without a union, they can't negotiate better overall conditions and terms. That's the whole reason why, if you look at sports, right? Take sports example. Take football as example number one. Anytime a dude at a certain position gets, like, he's one of those top 5, top 7 guys at that position, when that dude gets a new contract, it's always the highest of everybody else's. And then the next year, when it's this person's turn, it'll be that person to be the highest paid. That shit rotates around. You know what I'm saying? The reason
No,
why
I'm just
artists-
I don't
but the reason why
I'm-
artists don't have that ability to change how their contracts are structured is because there's no precedent set. The precedent is already set for them to be in these fucked up contracts. So because there's no union to reset the market, they're stuck. There's nothing a lawyer can do because all the record company is going to do is come back and tell the lawyer, okay, go to another record company and see if they give you a better deal. They're not. Maybe it might be slightly better, but it's still going to be a fucked up deal regardless. They need to unionize. Any group of people that want to better their work conditions or their monetary value for what they do, without a union, you're fucked.
but that, again, like I was saying,
Ain't
bro, they
Alex-
in a situation where they always at war. There's no way they could create a union if the whole business model is to keep these artists at war. They're not gonna have the energy or direction to build a union. And that's
If
what I was
they
trying
were
to get to.
smart enough, they would be. If they,
But no,
if they,
but what I'm
if they
saying
would take a
is
step
it's
back and
hard for them to
realize,
even. It's
if they
hard
would
for them
take
to
a
get
step
to
back
those
and
conversations.
realize that they being pit against each other, instead of being pit against each other, take a step back and unionize.
technically, ASCAP,
What up,
CSAC,
Lee?
and BMI
Jump in
is
the chat,
supposed
Lee.
to be the
Think about this.
union. Like, because they are performance rights organizations and performance rights organizations. They're supposed to be that, but it's not a full union. So
Right.
I don't know if those three need to come together and turn it into a union or something. But word, because they're supposed to be fighting for the rights of performers. You know what I
Right.
mean? But word.
Yeah, like if you look at, look at actors, perfect example. I said football players before, that's one way. Now look at actors. They're exactly the same. They're entertainers, but they are unionized. So it's the same thing of with these top movie stars, if this dude gets 20 million for this movie, then if I know I got the next big blockbuster coming out next year, then my agent is about to set me up to get 22 or 25 million. That's just how the shit goes. But yeah, man, like, gotta unionize, man.
Yeah, you
Like-
got it. If they need a collective bargaining agreement now, if they need they need a new CBA, man.
Right. And because they don't have things like that in place, it's basically, here's the situation. You want a record deal or not? Okay, you want a record deal, fine. Okay, here's what we got for you. Don't like it, go find a better one. Chances are you're not really gonna find much better. So they stuck signing it if they want to make music.
Yo, I've been hearing
But
since 2000, early 2000, a deal ain't nothing but a loan with terrible interest rates.
Right. That's
You
all.
got- If you got good credit, you could go out and get yourself a better deal and just work that.
You just don't have the machine behind you. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you basically, you taking that
pay for
loan
that
with
shit.
that record company just to be on the machine, to be on the label, to have some sort of backing, to have some sort of, oh, I'm established.
Right. But at the end of the day, you could pay for all the promotion and shit that the record company's gonna get you. Cause they've been doing payola, they invented payola. So
Facts. Music business is a dirty game, man.
facts.
But that's what I'm saying. The social media is supposed to give those music artists, those, you know what I'm saying, a lane where you don't need them. But they partner with them. I think the guy that run Def Jam owns YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at all of the music that YouTube provide from up and coming artists. You know, maybe you seen one of the artists
Think
before
about it,
he
though.
came mainstream on YouTube, and they own that. So they, instead of them being a private or a separate entity where they say, okay, we'll represent the underground and give them better situations, they connected to the, you know what I'm saying, the record labels and all of that. So
dudes that ran record labels went to YouTube, went to Spotify, went to Apple Music, went to all of these places.
Even worse, did you hear the splits? Like what you get per stream, what it takes for you to make money, like how much they giving you percentage wise. Like, yeah, it's totally unfair, bro.
Yeah,
which is why they need a union, bro.
Right, absolutely. But again, if the business model is for them to be at war at all times, bro, that shit is such a far conversation, bro. And at the end of the day, it should be like, for instance, we spoke on it, and I think this is going to be an ongoing thing with this whole with Jay-Z. He got a lot of pushback. As a matter of fact, I haven't heard anybody agree with Jay-Z since he said that. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't battle, but I'm saying like drill music, that's taking it too far. You know, to my point about Jay. Jay got music. He got something called Vibe Different and Different Vibe. Both of them fun music. Music you can enjoy. You want to play that at a barbecue and not feel menacing. As menacing as I want to be at a barbecue with slapping spades on the table and cleaning the table with a book. That's not as menacing as I want to get. I want to listen to good music that's with good vibes. I don't want to, you know what I mean, be on some dark, I don't, for lack of better words, on some bullshit. Because the music got that type of energy in it. You know what I mean?
But yo, I'm gonna go back to something you just said, and I don't understand how you are adamant on this point. You say it's impossible for them to unionize because the business model is for them to be at war. Bro, sports, the business model is for them to be at war, and they unionize. How?
That's because it's supposed to be our thing. This thing of ours. Hip hop was supposed to belong to the ones who created it.
But it doesn't. Hip hop belongs to the world.
No, but what I'm saying, as far as the finance and who has a say in the matter, why are we getting these bad contracts in the first place?
Because, bro, I just explained it. Because
no, but what I'm saying is
the system to change it.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
but you're saying you're agreeing to that, but then you're saying it's impossible.
I didn't say it was impossible, but I said it's a hard conversation for them to have if they always add more.
But it's not, because this is what I'm saying. In sports,
it's not. Then why they didn't do it yet? It's not. Why they didn't do it yet?
But in Hollywood, they're at war with each other. You don't think the top actors are competing for the same roles?
No, I'm not talking about actors. I'm talking about hip hop. I'm keeping it where it's at. I'm not contrasting it to the NFL or actors. I'm talking about
they unionize, they compete, and they unionize. You're saying that it's impossible.
No, I'm not. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it's a hard conversation for them to have if the business model is for them to be at odds at all times.
Bro, that's negative thinking.
Even
that's negative thinking.
Even with the business model of just conflict, always at each other, always at odds, and make it seem like we not supposed to hip hop couldn't lead to political bodies. Like the whole thing is by design, and it's for us to not be vocal as we could be. And because that transition from hip hop is not supposed to be taken seriously, but the truth is, why they got Nas in colleges, why they got Lupa in colleges, they know what's up. And I'm only saying that to say they know they should empower, huh?
Who is they?
The power structure that's giving these bad contracts.
Okay, so then why don't the artists go on strike and unionize? This is what I'm saying.
The reality part of that. I'm not saying. I'm saying what's the realistic part of that? They have
the power to do it. If they choose to do it, they can. It's no different than fucking grocery store workers that's at work and they not happy with their work conditions or their wages, and they go on strike. They unionize, and they get either what they want or they return to work. It can be done. You sitting here and saying just because the business model is for them to be at war with each other. All I'm trying to say is that theory.
I'm saying why hasn't been
and I finished that theory in my opinion.
Why they didn't do it yet?
That's bullshit, and it needs to be thrown out the pot. And the reason why it needs to be thrown out the pot is because in sports, in Hollywood, These people compete against each other. The business model is for them to compete against each other, but they still unionize for the better of all of them. It's bullshit, Breeze.
I know this. You're not telling me nothing I don't know. So you
what I'm trying to tell you is
let me hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
I'm telling you right now that
you're not done.
Bullshit that artists cannot unionize. It's bullshit,
bro. You said I said that. I did not say that. And let me without you saying what are you saying? So what are you saying? You asked me not to cut you off, but you want to say what I said.
So what are you saying? I'm asking you because it's recorded.
Stop talking, and I'm gonna tell
back and listen to what you're saying a million times. You keep saying it's basically never gonna happen.
Stop telling me what I said. I don't need you to tell me what I said. When you ask me what I said, I'll take it from there.
So what you said
exactly?
What did you say, man? So what did you say, man?
Stop talking while I'm doing that. Like it's a hard conversation, and I'm saying if it's so easy, why they haven't done it yet? And I'm being obvious about it, but I'm not finna to go back and forth with you about it. We just gonna see it different ways. Now, at the end of the day, I don't agree with Pooh Shiesty. I agree with Jay. His name ain't Pooh Trustworthy. You know not to play with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I think, we shouldn't be treating like each other like that. But, he just because you're the one that's not getting the bad contract and you on the good side of the bad contract, don't mean you should take advantage of that, man. So you can see it, you know what I'm saying, in more than one way.
All I'm saying is if they have such a problem with the contracts, they have the ability to do something about it. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you.
They don't need you to be their advocate, man.
Bro, I'm stirring the pot.
I'm not telling you what to say. I'm not jalapeno reality. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Jalapeno reality, man.
Like I said, that's what I'm
by let's hope that the shit be right. The shit ain't right because we just was talking about how fucked up the world is. Now all of a sudden, we talking about how fucked up the world is, but rappers is supposed to get treated fair? Fuck out of here, man.
What you mean? I'm saying the ones who created it should be the ones that's controlling it. What you mean? You fuck out of here. At the end of the day, I'm keeping it real. And the truth is, they don't have control of it. The creators don't have control of it. And I don't know why you ain't on the same page. And again, like I said, I ain't trying to be long-winded about it. I ain't trying to be long-winded about it. I ain't trying to be long-winded about it because I made my point without being cut off. And at the end of the day, like I said, the creators, the ones that created it, don't have control of it, and that's the problem. When you go and you hear about Spotify, and you hear the splits that the artists get, it's unfair. You hear about the contracts, it's unfair. A lot of these artists are dealing with unfair contracts, even the ones that's talented more than the ones. Imagine you not in the game, and there's artists in front of you in the game getting money or not money or opportunities. You know what I'm saying? But you not there not because of the talent, but because the way the machine make it run. And if you want to pretend like that shit don't happen, that's on you. But the case in point that I'm trying to make is that I see the obvious.
I swear,
I see the obvious without playing dumb. Hey, hold on, let me finish. I see the obvious without playing. Hold on, let me finish. I see the obvious without playing dumb. And at the end of the day, like I said,
the WNBA just was going through the same situation. They wasn't getting paid and compensated fairly. What did they do? What did they do, Breeze? What did they do?
Bro, you brought it up. You answer that question. Don't ask me the question you brought up.
Don't ask me the question.
Any group of people that feel like they are being treated unfairly can come together as a group and do something about it. The fact that you are sitting here and saying that they have no power shows exactly how ignorant you are to this situation.
The ones that created it don't have control of it. That's what I said. Don't put my words
in
my
power,
mouth.
bro.
Say what you said. No, stop doing that shit, bro. I don't need you to do that. Say what you said, and I'm gonna say what I say. Don't say you heard what I say. Don't do that.
You said power, man.
Thank you. No, I said the ones that created it don't have power
and they have control. They have all of that.
That's what I said, bro. And at the end of the day, the ones that created, if they had control over it, the contracts wouldn't look like that. So I don't know why you want to keep going down this lake.
They
Like
cannot.
I told you, bro.
Wait.
If the
Why do you think that?
contracts would not look
Wait,
like
why
that,
do
the
you
ones
think
that
that?
created it had
Agreed.
control over it. What are you talking
But why do you
about?
think that though?
Why do I think what?
Why do you think that if the ones who created it had control, the contracts would look better?
Because they will be putting themselves in situations where certain artists will make it, certain artists won't. One, two, they will make sure that they will be able to feed their families without being exploited and exhausted. You know how many artists went broke because of bad contracts and was caught up in the mix. I mean, I guess I just know this.
Artists to bad contracts.
That's exactly what I was. That's what I was thinking.
What? Said what?
That artists sign artists to bad contracts too.
How many
so it's
artists
like,
have done that?
Like Beanie Siegel and all of them were saying they was getting jerked on Rockefeller. These niggas, like everybody say they was getting jerked, but it's part of the music business because one person got jerked, so then they jerk the next person to get their shit back. Then they jerk the next person. Pause. Hey yo, but that's what happened.
Wow, yeah.
That is what.
It's no union. This is all I'm saying. If a union was established, it would not be none of this shit. So if they want to do something about it, they have the control and they have the power to come together and do something about it. So if you want to blame, so all I'm saying is if you want to blame the record company and the music business, you also have to give equal blame to the artists themselves.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like you gotta.
That's all I'm saying.
This the fucked up part. But at this day and age, in 2026, you gotta really blame yourself because at the end of the day, being independent, you can figure out how to do all this shit on your own and keep 100% of the profits. You don't need radio to be popping. You don't need you can. So if you're choosing to give up your rights to a company for them to give you pieces of what you created yourself, that kind of is crazy. But I understand why people do it. They want the advance. They want the quick money. They want to be able to get to a wider audience faster. They want the connections. They want the label name behind them. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like if all artists together just decided not to give music to the labels wouldn't have anything, and all artists would be able to get their music out. So I don't know, it's a catch-22.
Yeah, and again, I agree with both of you guys, but I'm waiting on it. The truth is that since where they could go independent with the social media they unconnected with the record labels.
But look,
so
that's
hold on, no, I'm just saying
360 deals, niggas should have put their foot down after the 360 deal because before music industry was only getting paid off music, but now it's like you want my tour, you want my podcast, you want my everything. It's like, get out of here.
Exactly. And again, this is what I'm saying. This is after they seen a surge of the independence of the artists. That's why the 360 deals came into play in the first place. They seen how they was, because artists, I think they were getting business savvy and they was trying to navigate ways. Like I seen Joyner Lucas on Math Hoffa, and he was talking about how they didn't want to give him the budget or some shit like that because they didn't have a name, so he named his mixtape a phone number, and fans could call that number, and he got the whole thing about independent. Like a lot of artists ain't do that. Remember we was joking about Mike Jones, but Joyner Lucas was somebody that did it, was successful with it. You see now he's still a successful artist. But he did that it was a ploy to get around what the labels was trying to do. I forget exactly what it is or how to articulate it, but it was definitely to avoid some bullshit that they try to lock him into some contract or some shit like that. So there are some artists that's savvy, but realistically, from what I've seen, not my opinion, a lot of artists they choose the latest one was La Russell. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Was that a big thing or not? Because I thought his come up was about being independent. And then when I seen him get with Def Jam, and then he said some wild shit, I was just like, it was kind of throwing me off. Like you went away from your whole path from where you was going. You know what I'm talking about, Jay?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I feel like some artists feel like they've gotten as far as they could get on their own independently. They feel like they reached a ceiling independent, and they feel like the label is gonna break that ceiling for them and put them worldwide. And even in doing that, it fucked him up because he said that bullshit. And now that bullshit went worldwide, and now everybody looking at you like a foolie. Like, maybe if he'd have put that bullshit out when he was independent, nobody would have heard it, or not as many people would have heard it, and he'd have been able to come back from that. Now he's saying that bullshit. I don't know if he could come back from that, because you can't put Donald Trump, Adolf Hitler, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and even you in the same sentence and say, like, that shit was fucking stupid.
No, seriously, before that bomb,
stupid.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Did you hear that
I
shit?
like
Pete?
all his music up
did.
into that
That
bar,
shit-
bro.
that
I
shit is
never understood that
ridiculous, man.
song, bro.
Shit is
I
ridiculous.
understand the song.
It's like you try to appeal to the world.
It,
What you mean, even me? Like, what is that?
yeah, the even you killed me. Like, after you say Adolf Hitler, Jeffrey Epstein, and even you, like, yo, bro.
Nah, that shit was wild, man.
It was terrible, right?
You got karaoke in that shit nowhere, bro.
It was
But yo,
terrible.
exactly like you were saying though, Jay. Like he probably got to the point where he can't get no bigger, man. Yo, business is business always, man. And that's what you big optimistic, big-hearted people like you, Breeze, need to realize. I got a big heart, Breeze, but I'm about business, man. And you got to understand, people is always going to do what's best for business in business, man. The shit is called show biz, not show friends, man. So until these people make some shit happen for themselves, they're going to keep getting the hand that's dealt to them, man. Why should they be any different than a person working a 9-to-5 job? 9-to-5 job people, they got to fight for their rights. If they treated unfairly on the clock, they got to unionize, they got to strike, they got to do all of those things to get fair work conditions. Why should rappers or musicians in general be held in a different light where they don't have to do those things to get fair treatment?
What if musicians went on strike?
That would be huge.
If they just stop making music, don't give the labels no music, everybody just stops making music.
Labels are scrambling.
What the fuck I wonder what that would look like. Because I'm sure it would be, maybe it won't work because it'd be too many thousands of people ready to go sign at the label today to make music today.
So you
would have people trying to cross the picket line like you do in all the other walks of life, in Hollywood, in sports. You have that type of shit happening. But remember, last time we seen replacement players in any type of sports, the shit wasn't good. So what did the owners have to do? They had to cave in and they had to give the players what they wanted. So maybe a string of bad music comes out and the world is like, man, fuck this shit, man. Y'all got to give us what we want, or we not streaming shit no more. We not buying shit no more. We not listening to shit no more. Like, fuck all that shit.
Shit, but with music, they might find better niggas.
They might not. Because think about it. I guarantee you, because think about this though. I guarantee you, on top of the artists going on strike, I guarantee you the producers are going on strike. I guarantee you the engineers are going on strike. It's not going to just stop with the artists, I believe.
No, I feel you, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, that's why in New York, they be having a bunch of niggas to pay for showcases when showcases should be free, like, or should be for the promoter to pay for it. But since there's so many rappers, there's so many artists, you can charge them for giving them a platform.
Right.
Now, if the labels just go, like if all of the popping or all of the signed artists go on strike, it would be a bum rush to the labels to try to get people to try to put their music out, and you could end up getting more talented artists than the ones that are signed now.
I would say it's a
Surplus.
chance, but I would say that's less likely than not. Or even let's say for instance,
you think that the artists that are signed are the most talented artists in the world for real right now?
I don't think that
like the most talented artist is probably unsigned.
I don't think that they're the most talented, but I definitely think, just like in basketball, it's players that's not in the league that's better than players that are in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But the players in the league are more polished, more professional players than most of the ones that's not in the league. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way for any walk of life. When you are a true professional at what you do, it's more than your ability that goes into that professionalism. It's about how you go about your business and how you handle your business. You're in, especially when you're tenured at being a professional, you just do your thing. You wake up and do your thing. It's no big thing to it. It's no nerves. It's nothing. Whereas newer people, there's going to be learning curves in any walk of life. When you're newer to something, you're going to make more mistakes. And in business, mistakes cost money.
Yeah, I agree with both. Yeah, it's easier said than done, man. It's easier said than done. That's all I'm saying.
Sports is more merit, I think. I feel like the music business is a lot more gate kept and relationship based, even though sports is relationship based as well. But music is a lot more relationship based. So if you don't know the right person, you can't get to the right place. Like, I don't know. I feel like it'll be different in music because if niggas try to strike, niggas gonna go find some other dude that just is on the corner rapping, playing the guitar and the motherfucking keys at the same time. Like,
so you think they scared to strike?
Get a break, huh?
So you think they scared to strike?
Yep. Hell yeah.
That's interesting.
They are terrified to strike because they know that it's somebody, just like in fucking in backstage when Jay-Z said it's somebody out there eating cereal, just wanting to take his place.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So many people.
So then there's nothing that
they
can
like
do.
I said, it's
so then there's nothing that they can do because Breeze. I'm just letting you know right now, bro. If I am
it's easier said than done. It got nothing to do with me in business. I'm just saying it's easier said than done. It got nothing to do with me in business.
But I'm just letting you know in business. But I'm letting you know in business, if you are a successful business person, you're not leading with the right thing to do all the time. You're leading with what's best for business.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you stay afloat. That's how you make a profit. That's how you stay in the green. When you do what's best for people that's not in a non-profit setting, when you do what's best for people, 9 times out of 10, you're in the red. You're not in the green.
See, and that's what we was talking
about. I don't think there's nothing that the labels could do that put them in the red. I don't think that's possible. There's artists that save labels more than there's labels that save artists. Am I right or wrong?
So you don't think that a label could go broke?
I'm not saying they can't go broke, but they don't have to exploit the artist to stay to make a profit. To stay in the green, they do not have to exploit the artist to stay in the green. That's all I'm saying.
How do you know? How do you know? Do you know what the inner working of their books are?
Like I said, that's my opinion.
Suffering.
That's my. You don't know the inner working of books, just like, but we still talking about it.
That's why I'm asking you. Do you know for a fact?
I don't believe, bro. Without seeing the inside of the paperwork with contracts, with
right? You don't know what type of bread they took out to even buy the label. You don't even know what type of loan they took out to buy the label. What that looks like paying that back. You don't know the expenses that go on a day in and day out basis of running that label.
Trying to justify the labels is giving these bad
the music business, bro. The music business.
I'm asking you a question.
The music business. I'm finishing my statement, and then I'll answer your question. The music business basically could be at a point where it's a pay. What's the phrase? Pay Peter to Rob Paul to pay Peter or some shit like that. Because that's basically what it sounds like. To me, that's what it sounds like. From the outside looking in, it sounds like the artists are getting robbed by the labels because the labels got so much debt and other shit that they got to deal with.
The music business has been bad for a long time. Since bootlegging. Know what I mean?
Let me JAP, let me ask you this. The reason why I disagree with this wholeheartedly is because of the publishing. Why the labels always feel a need to have an artist publishing? Now, the label is not supposed to be responsible for what you write. If you're the one that's writing it, why they have a say on the matter? That's a big problem with the situation right there in the relationship between the publisher and the label having it and the artist having it. The artist shall 100% have that and decide to give it to them, you know what I mean? And if the contract is worth it in their opinion. But it just seemed like more of the business models for the label to, you know what I'm saying, have a contract where the publishing is being taken away from the artist from the jump.
You're right theoretically. However, the system is like that. And again, like I've said from the beginning, you need a group to reset a system. You can't reset a system by having one good lawyer for this artist or another good lawyer for that artist. It has to be a group to reset the entire system.
I feel like it's similar to in movies. Like if you write a movie, you don't keep your own ownership of the rights to the script and all that, do you? Once you sell it,
the script is written for you. Hold on, the movies is different because the script is written for you.
No, the script not written for you. You the one who wrote the script.
He's talking about the writer of the script.
If you're the writer,
okay, the writer.
So just like the writer of a song. Right. So if you write the song and you sell the song to the fucking or sell it to the company owns the song now.
I think it's an occupation. It's got to see. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to
studios buy the script from the writer. That's how it first starts. They buy the script from the writer. Then when they decide, because they don't even make every movie that they buy. If they decide to make the movie, then they make the movie. Now, when they make the movie, sometimes the writer isn't even involved in the movie. There's plenty of movies that the writer has nothing to do with the movie. It's just his words and the director, the producers, they adapted the movie to how they wanted to adapt the movie. There are some times where they do let the writer actually be the director of the movie or the producer of the movie or something like that. And then their input is more into the movie. So basically, once they sell that script, the movie is the property of the studios.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like once you are in, and that's the thing. Do you want to get in business with these people? Because once you get in business with them, like they provide, if they're providing you the studio, providing you the beats, they're providing you all of these things. Of course, they're gonna want return on their investment. Now, how do they get the return on their investment? By making sure they get the return on their investment. Like.
I was watching a producer, his name Ray Daniels, and he was talking about that. He was talking about making a song with Drake, Lil Wayne, and Chris Brown. And you know, he was talking about the percentages and how Nicki Minaj jump out and say she gonna get this no matter who's on the song, and just how all of these different artists, they, you know what I'm saying, going about being business savvy when it come down to making a record, and them having different writers. Like Chris Brown didn't write that song, but he used a composer. Because he sung the song, but he didn't write the song. Like they got all of these moving parts in making music. So yeah, I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Don't fall into that shit. If you are an original artist, don't just take everything the label give you. You know what I'm saying? They looking at you and they interested in you because of what you're doing without them. Go in there knowing that, you know, at minimum. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in there and think, oh, thank you. No, they know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, don't go in there, you know what I mean? Foolishly.
Ain't no such thing as a good contract, though. It's just the best bad contract.
That's what it's looking like.
Well, that's debatable too. It could be good contracts.
Well, let me ask you this, Jay. Let me ask you.
Get them, but it depends. It depends because if you get in a partnership where you are splitting things and things are, handled fairly, but you just got in the music industry, that's not a standard, obviously. Like the standard contract is fucked up.
Right. Like I said,
sometimes you gotta earn your way.
The artist, you know the whole game is fucked up when the artist fuck the artist, man.
But what was hurtful to me the most was
hurt people.
What was hurtful for me the most was La Russell. He had a whole thing going where he had a company. He was like changing the game in a way I think fans could buy part of the song and like invest in the song like it was stock or something like that. He was really trying to, diversify, like trying to change the game on how money is being made between direct to consumer. Like, I'm making money with the fans without the label. Like, he was doing all of this before he even got with the label. And then he got with the label. I just didn't see the logic in him going to the big label. I heard what y'all said, but I'm going to say as a fan, I was more of a fan when he gets signed to Rock Nation. Like, I was listening to before
how much
he got
of his
to Roc
stuff
Nation.
did you purchase?
I didn't buy none of it. I didn't buy any of it.
That's kind of what it is. And not to put that on you like that.
Right,
but
I'm not putting it on you, but just because you said you were a fan, that's
not
not
on me.
you said you was a fan. That's why I asked that question.
I
was a fan.
I fuck with Lil Russell, but I
am a fan.
I did not buy none of his shit. So he's trying to look for the people that's gonna buy his shit.
And this is exactly why he did what he did.
But no, I
remember, I could have went to his concert if he did a concert on Broadway in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? And Stable and Ray went to the concert. They invited me, and I was like, I ain't going to that shit. And but I fuck with Lil Russell. And it was a pay what you want concert, I think. Like,
shit!
You pay what you want when you get there.
He didn't even show up to the pay. He didn't even show up to the pay what you want.
It definitely ain't on me after what Jay said. Put that shit on Jay, if anything.
Get the fuck out of here. Look how niggas is, man. Niggas love to we just trying to show you why an artist will want to do that. And if you want to it's a lot of killing. How the hell you take the pain? It's a lot of dead. How the hell you take the blame? Know what I mean? Or it's a lot of people doing this. We're just trying to show you the large picture. You know what I mean?
I get it, bro. I'm just calling it how I see it. That's all. I don't mean I don't get what y'all saying just because I got my own perspective.
Yo,
you know
man. Business.
So then you answer the question if that ain't it, why do you think he was signed with a label?
Who La Russell?
Yeah.
I think it was a mistake. I don't put strong logic to it.
I didn't ask you what you thought of the move.
Right. He said, why did
I think they 3-car Monty him. I think they pulled the he was hoodwinked. I think, you know what I mean? I think he was bamboozled. You think
everybody is so damn gullible, Breeze. I swear.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying, if you look at Lil Russell and what he was, if you were a fan of his before he got signed to Roc Nation, bro, he was huge, bro. And y'all saying he did what he did for a global look, and then he said what he said, and that's his global look, bro. You should have just stayed, not to say local, like on some, you know what I'm saying, juice shit, but bro, you should have just, you know what I'm saying, just kept going what you had going.
He made
and
that
you say he should have been bigger than that. Bigger than what? He was doing big numbers before he got with Roc Nation.
Well,
look at his numbers before Roc Nation. Look at his numbers now, bro.
This is what I'm saying. Big numbers. How do you know he was doing big numbers?
I wasn't even buying the CD.
None of us
I
on
don't
here
even
have
know. You know
ever
what?
paid a
I didn't buy a
dime for
CD.
his
So
stuff.
how you doing big numbers if I ain't even buy a CD, man? You know
No,
what I'm saying?
because
None
you're
of us. None of
no,
us.
it's because
None of us.
you
Like,
a
that's what I'm
fan and
saying.
I'm a fan. Both of us are people who fuck with his music, and neither one of us bought his shit. So he's looking for people that's
Right.
gonna buy his shit, like to be on a big label that has
Right.
people that already buy their shit. So maybe
Right.
if they market me, they'll buy my shit.
Yo, Bree, I'm telling you, Bree's living kumbaya land, man. He just want the best possible scenario. Like, yo, that ain't gonna happen all the time, man.
Yo, hold on, no, seriously, hold on. Yeah, you was a fan before with Rock Nation
decision on his fucking own because the 73 people told this nigga don't release that fucking song. His engineer told him don't do it. When he released the song, he was saying, "Oh yeah, so many people told me not to do this, but I just felt in my heart that I had something on my chest that I had." And that's what you come to fuck out with? Adolf Hitler, Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump is all heaven sent. That's what you came out with. And look, not for nothing. As dumb as that shit is, I get exactly what he meant by it. Like, he means the same shit that you mean. He means the same shit that you mean, bro. He means that there's always a good side to everything. He's big optimism. No, that's
I would have never made that song. Let me just keep it real with you, bro. I would have never made
that's his version. That's his version of you.
But that's what
hell no. I would have never said none of that shit.
Bro, that's what he's trying to
I gotta
say.
rap on a little Russell beat after this.
No matter who the person is, no matter who the person is, whatever they did globally or whatever, they're from God. Everybody is from God. Everybody has some sort of good in them. But do you need to say that right now at this moment using those examples? Maybe fucking not. But he's just trying to tell you everybody is from God, no matter how good or how bad, everybody is from God. That was his message. But did he deliver the message properly? No. Was that song well written? No. Because even to say all of that and then at the end of all of that say, even you, is terrible writing.
Right. Like, damn, you put me in a circle with them. Like, what the fuck?
And
like,
yo, you put these niggas. You said Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Trump, Epstein, Donald Trump, and even you. Like you the worst of all of them. Even you.
Or
you could have said
you can look at it like you might be in the middle. You know, because he started the bar high and then he went all the way to the gutter. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's like, maybe you can fit right in there in the middle somewhere, you know?
Like, that shit was crazy to me because, like, maybe if you're going to throw the even in, you could say even Adolf Hitler had something good about him. But no, he said Hitler, then said even you.
Right.
You don't want to have your name and Hitler, like, connected that close.
Yeah, terrible.
But he said even, like.
The even is what pissed me off.
Not even you too. He said even you. That's
right. Even you. Right. Horrible writing. But shout to him, man. LaRussell, man.
Yeah.
All the way from the pergola, man.
Yo, and again, his grind far as being an independent artist, he was making songs in his backyard, making songs.
Like, that shit was the illest shit, bro. That shit was the illest shit that he was just literally throwing concerts in the backyard, having the whole neighborhood come through.
Real shit.
But he wanted to get out the backyard. That's the problem.
Right. He wanted to get to arenas.
And
so where he at now after that song? Where he at now, man?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a bad song. Bad decision.
To be continued, man.
Bad decision. I think he about to be like, you see how the baby got canceled? It's about to be the same thing for him, but worse, because he wasn't even as big as the baby when he did it.
I seen the baby explain that whole situation. He was basically saying, like, yeah, you know, they had asked me to clean it up by doing X, Y, and Z. I said no. You know what I mean? He said, I took the hit. I was making X amount of show, let's say 6 figures a show. And then, you know what I'm saying? After that incident, it went to like 5 figures a show. And he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I could have cleaned it up by doing what they asked me to do, but I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And he was just, you know, uncomfortable. He said he felt awkward, you know what I mean, agreeing to their terms. So, you know, he took the financial hit. And, you know, that's the whole thing I was trying to say about the union thing. You know, a lot of these artists, they don't want to take that financial hit. You know what I mean? Again, it's how you value
Why
money
not?
too.
Exactly, like
No, but that's the thing. How do you think about the
got,
hip hop
in
and
life
what they
you got
with the
choices.
promo?
In life you got choices, man. Again, no different than any other human being, man. You can either decide to take more money and do something, maybe a job that you don't really want to do, or you could take less money and do a job that you really want to do. It's the same situation, man. He took less money to do shit how he want to do shit. Like, it's no different, man. Like, we all have choices, and these artists have choices. They don't have to sign the contracts. They don't have to sign with a major label. They don't have to sign 360 deals. They don't have to do this stuff. So, yes, what you're saying, they are wrong that they're in place. It's not just on the record companies, man.
But let's and again, I don't know this stat neither, but I'm still bringing it up. The ones who signed these artists that did sign these bad contracts, I'm guessing because of what I said, the way the machine is ran. Some of them in and out of jail, waiting for a come up. Some of them, you know, in the streets, waiting for a come up, trying to.
And you
This
know,
is
this is
their
across
first
music though, bro. Like, this is not just hip hop. This is like rock and roll companies, artists and stuff, like pop artists, they don't necessarily have better contracts. The shits are all structured the same. It's the music.
even if so, it's good. The artist should have more of a voice. They should have a union. I just think it's easier said than done. That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I still feel like, again, it's the music, the energy you putting out. You know what I mean? Like, not to try to switch lanes.
Easier said than done, bro. Like, you just casting it off. You know, anything worth doing is hard. Like, anything worth anything worth it is difficult. So why should this be any different?
No, I think they should take a chance at it. I think they should. I think they should unionize. I think it's easier said than done, this is what will have to happen. They will have to take a whole reset. It would, in a nutshell, have to be a whole reset. They would have to come together.
This is what I've been saying. It's on them. The record labels are not going to say, oh, you know what? This system is broken. Let's change it. No, this shit's been working for them. So why change something that's working for them? The shit is not working for the artists. So they are the ones responsible and solely responsible for making the change. It's not up to the labels.
Yeah, I know. I just think that if
all I'm saying is, in this conversation, let's put this conversation to bed. Let's put the responsibility where it should be. The responsibility should not be on the labels.
See, that's why I disagree with you, Peter. Responsibility should be on the labels, but
to change,
but they won't. So if you want to make it better, you have to sacrifice to make them make it better. Like,
so in business, real quick, not to cut you off, but I'm just trying to figure out, in business, if you are a business owner and the shit is working for you, you're just gonna go in and change it?
Of course not. But what I'm saying is, it should be on them because they should take the onus because they are the owners of it. But realistically, will they do that? Probably not.
I'm saying there's companies that are successful.
Like hold up, just like them, just like you talking about with the unionized shit. Like, fucking whole time, owners should have had good working conditions for fucking people. Shouldn't have to be working people 7 days a week for 20 hours a day. But unions had to come in and strike and do shit to make them have good working conditions and, you know, the 7 hour work day or with an 8 hour work day. Like, so should the owners have done that on their own just out of the kindness of their hearts? Yes. But did they? No. And you got to flex your muscle to make them do it. Like,
gotta flip some tables.
Exactly. Like, yo, the structure of the workday, you think about it, like that shit came from negotiations. Like nobody just automatically came up and said, hey, it's going to be an 8-hour day. We're going to give you a 30-minute or an hour lunch with 2 15-minute breaks. Like that shit wasn't set in stone from the beginning of work time.
That shit federal regulations because shit went down.
Right.
Is it fair to say that the WNBA and what they did is the closest thing to revolutionizing like what they should do? Like as a recent, you see how they started their own league and then they came back and renegotiated the contracts. Now they're getting more money.
Yeah, like they need a union.
That's something I would say template. That's a template.
Yeah, absolutely. Any large group of professionals should have a union, in my opinion. It doesn't like large groups of professionals that work together, that do common things. They all have unions. You know what I'm saying? What that looks like on that scale, I don't know, but it could be replicated, like I said, by either Hollywood, the movies and TV, or sports, because those are the two closest things where all of these people are not working underneath the same umbrella of a business. You know, they're working under, you know, a league, but in Hollywood, you know, it's different studios involved and stuff like that, but they're all unionized together for one greater good. So they need to like basically replicate something like that, and maybe they can make some changes happen. But until they do that, man, it's gonna be these shitty deals, and it is what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said I'm finished. You know what I mean? The other thing I was going to mention was the whole thing with Jaden Ivey. I seen it in the group chat. All I wanted to say was,
what the hell really happened with him? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I just keep seeing mad clips.
This is the part where I think is business, where he wasn't the athlete he was when he came in the league, wasn't the prospect anymore, and you know what I'm saying? I think because of that had a lot to do with it. And then I heard that he was saying a lot in the locker room. I don't know how true all of this is.
It's a lot of stuff flying around, man. It's a lot of stuff flying around. It's stuff about his mental health being in question right now. I even read something about like his wife is not speaking to him right now, and it happened before the cut. Like it's not as a result of him getting cut. It happened, like something happened before. So he's going through some things. Sometimes when athletes get injured, they go through things. Like I've heard a lot of professional athletes in documentaries and stuff talk about, you know, when they get injured, their mental is kind of messed up because they're not out there doing what they love.
MPJ is talking about that too.
Yeah. And not only that, but they also worry, are they going to be able to come back, be what they've always been? And it affects them in different ways sometimes. Like, so I heard, and I don't know how true this is. I read this from a couple places. I'm not 100% sure, but like he had a meeting with team doctors like last week, like right before, maybe a couple days before he got cut. And they were saying, hey, you know, we think we probably going to need to like let you get more rest before you come back or whatever. Like, we don't think you're ready. And he was like, they were like, we need to do an MRI or something like that. And he was like, no, we don't need that. God told me I'm all good, so I'm ready to play. Like he was like trying, like you said, saying stuff. He was trying to force his agenda even on stuff like that. And like, once you start doing that type of stuff, I don't know how true that is, but yo, man, like now you questioning doctors and stuff. That's when it becomes a big problem.
Yeah, but it's all connected to the contracts. MPJ, he talked about how nervous he was. And again, to your point, it was really his mental health. He felt like his body betrayed him. He said that's the first time he ever felt like that. And he was talking about how much of a phenomenal high school player he was. He was like, yo, I was really hooping. He said, this is the first time I ever went through any kind of injury like this. You know what I'm saying? It did something to me mentally. And, even the Nets had asked him to calm down on this podcast. It was like, yo, you're saying a lot on that podcast. You know what I mean? And I think that transparency shows that athletes go through something mentally when they get an injury that impacts their career, their contract, that may lead to family issues. But Jaden Ivey, he was really vocal about his issues. He said he had a problem with lust, you know what I mean, being with different women and drinking and watching porn.
I didn't appreciate him calling out Steph Curry. Like, I didn't like. Why is Steph Curry getting a straight bullet out of nowhere?
What about Steph?
Huh? Oh, so like he was ranting, talking about so he posted a live and he was like, going off about a whole bunch of like biblical stuff. And then he goes, yeah, and Steph Curry, he's not and he didn't say this word for word, but I'm paraphrasing, like he's not living righteous or something like that. He's not the righteous person that y'all think he is. He does things that the Bible doesn't say or something like that. And then he just kept going even on more of a rant about like drinking and other stuff, man.
Oh, he threw Ant-Man in there too, Jay. He said, yeah, Ant-Man said, nah, I'm saying this and that about, that community, and they didn't penalize him. And then, a lot of people jumped out and said they don't value you the same. Like, they're trying to make him the face of the league. They don't, you know what I mean? And this is the part where it's just business, part hurt. But yeah.
Oh, and then he said, and then the wildest thing I think he said to me was, he was like, oh, those rings are not going to matter come judgment day if you go into heaven or something. I was like, yo, what?
Nah, I ain't hear him say that. I ain't hear him say
that. Yeah, like, yo, he was wilding.
Okay, he's definitely having a spiritual awakening or something.
Something, man. Like, something's going on. And the fact, like I said, when I read, because I read that, I think the next day or the day after, like that him and his wife had been estranged for a while now. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on.
You heard his defense though? His defense, he said I was a problem in the locker room. All I did was tell my teammates, good job. Good work.
I don't know, man.
He was like, how am I detrimental to the teammates? You know what I'm saying? And then he was getting into it, like, yo, let's be honest, y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all waved me because yada yada whoopty whoop. And that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, the entity, the NBA, they want to have inclusion, and they don't want that to be conflicted with at all.
But they cut him after he posted that first video.
What was the first video?
The first video was when he was talking about like Pride Nights, like saying like he didn't believe in Pride Nights. He said Pride Nights should not exist in the NBA. The NBA is wrong for forcing this down people's throat. He went off on that. That was the first thing that he did. And then after that happened, well, the first thing that we knew publicly that he did. And then after that happened, that's when they cut him. And then that's when he's like, I think he was on a plane when he did that live where he went on the rant about Steph Curry and all of that other stuff. That was after he got cut. And then the stuff started coming out about last week. I think it was March 24th or 25th or something like that. He told the trainer, nah, I'm all good. God told me I'm all good. I could play, even though the trainer was like, nah, you still need to rest like a week or two. We need to do another MRI or something. Like, that's when that story came out. And then also the story about him and his wife not speaking for a few weeks. So that's when they saying like his mental health is coming into question. Like it's a whole bunch of shit, bro. Because he went off about Pride Nights and the NBA having them.
Yeah, but I feel terrible for him. And then I ain't gonna lie, when I seen it, they said, yeah, they waived him. He got $10 million. I say, yo, man, he gonna be all right, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
$10 million.
Man. But you know,
Yeah.
like now after this, man, I don't know. Like, ain't no team gonna want to. I don't think a team gonna want to sign him after you make comments like that.
They're not touching this. I think his NBA career is done.
Yeah,
You know
once
who
you-
balling
because
overseas?
that's
Bobo.
what- so neither one of y'all seen the original video that he made talking about that.
Yeah, I promise you, I ain't seen none of the videos. I just
Yeah.
seen the headlines and I scrolled
I
past.
see.
them.
I see pieces of it. Yeah.
Yeah, where he was talking about the pride. No, I'm not talking about the Steph Curry one. That was a different one. The pride night one. Talking about like yo, he was going on like real biblical
Yeah.
stuff.
No.
Like,
I did.
like burning in hell.
I think
and
he was
stuff
in a
like
whip.
that.
He was in a whip.
Yeah, I think in that one he was in a car, and then the other one, the Steph Curry one.
Hey, I
think
thought he was bold as hell when he did that. I said, damn, he bold as hell. I figured the NBA would have something to say about the matter. I didn't know, you know, but to the business
that's
side
a
of the
no-no right
conversation,
there, That's a
I
no-no.
understand it. You know what I mean? Because let's call it what it is. The Pistons drafted him at 5. You know, they
Bro,
had,
you understand if he wasn't hurt, and he said that he would have got cut. That like that right there, you can't do that. I know his agent. I know when he did that, his agent was probably like, "Oh, it's over." His agent was probably, imagine if like Ari was his agent. Yo.
So hold on. Let me ask y'all, since we stirring the pot, why not Magic City?
Nobody, Magic City wasn't acceptable. According to you said it's not acceptable. So you stirring the pot on something that you didn't think was acceptable. So
I'm
you
saying
should tell us why not
if the
Magic City.
NBA, I don't agree with it because I do think it's like I brought my son to a game. Like, come on,
Well,
man.
you wouldn't bring your son to that game. That's all.
No.
This is my point.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like, is it fair? It's just a question. Is it fair not to have both? Should they have both, or it's just?
Yo, man, I think that as long as it was done tastefully, and as long as nobody was violated, because here's the thing. I'm not going to say as long as nobody was offended, because in today's society, motherfuckers is offended over everything.
Anything.
So
anything.
You can't say that. So as long as it was done tastefully and as long as nobody was violated and it wasn't nothing crazy, then I think it's room for both. I've always said it's room for both. I've always been pro on this panel about Magic City Night, man. Like I said, it's one of the most reputable businesses that the city of Atlanta has to offer, man. It's a pillar of the community, man. Been around for decades, man.
If it's tasteful, like you said, and the wings are tasty.
What's the difference between them going out there with some short shorts on and the cheerleaders and the team dancers already out there with short shorts on? What's the difference? You would hold up. If you didn't name it Magic City Night and you just ran the Magic City girls out there in the same thing that the regular Hawks dancers wear, you would have just thought, oh, they got the B squad out there.
I bet you ain't even gotta have the B squad. I bet you some of them girls from the Hawks work at Magic City.
And we said this. This is what I'm saying. So
they probably got.
I don't see the problem, man. Just
all
because
of them
you say this
extra City, jobs.
Come on, man. Just because you say it's Magic City, unless it's something like they got poles and the girls are sliding down on poles or something. All right, that's probably a little too far. But then if they just out there in some Hawks Magic City tank tops and some little short shorts, no different than what the dancers and the cheerleaders wear anyway, I don't see the problem. Because what else more could you do besides that?
I wanna. You know what? I want a big fan.
That's where it goes. Not tasteful. That's where it goes. It's not basketball.
I want a night
somebody
too.
out there making it rain. Nah, that's.
They should have a big fan night. If you wear your jersey, you should get it free. Big fan night. You know what I'm saying? They just giving nights out. They giving out Magic City. They giving out nights. Let the fans get a night. Let a fan. If you wear merch to the game, you get it for free, man. Give the
Yo,
fans.
here you
They
go,
got
kumbaya,
fan
man. You
They got
never
fan
about
appreciation.
making money in business. You always about. I
Give back to
swear,
the
man.
community. Give back to the community.
Breeze, please.
Yo,
If you
yo,
ever own a business, please,
Breeze is
I bet
fronting.
you get a financial advisor that you
Breeze
trust,
is
bro,
fronting.
because your business is gonna go under in like 3 days.
No, it's
You're gonna
not.
give everything
Nah,
away.
it's not gonna
No,
go
it's
under.
not. Cause this nigga
Not for
got
fan
this nigga
appreciation,
never give out free memberships on his page. He don't be
Oh,
like, yo,
alright,
I'm
so he
giving
just
everybody
talking that
free
shit.
memberships tonight. He
just
never
talking
did
that
that.
shit.
So
He just
why would he do that if he ain't? Get the fuck out of here. This shit is bullshit. He's lying.
Yo, he's Scrooge in real life, man. He just talking that
He's
shit.
not- this nigga is not like, this nigga not on the page like, yo, I'm giving free memberships to everybody that say big fan in the comments. He's not doing that. So
Yo, man,
he's not doing that if he's
hilarious
in that
right here,
either.
man.
Nah, I think y'all going too far. I think y'all going too far.
No,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what you. This
Hold
is
on,
your-
let me
this is your
defend myself.
suggestion.
Let me defend myself. First and foremost, anybody that tuned in, all I want to say is I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? If I did, then I would be blessing y'all with membership. Not to mention, my membership's only 99 cents. You know what I'm saying?
But
And I did that for the say fans to look at it like, oh, he just want the members. It's not about the money, because that's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, bro, it's what you want to do?
I'm just trying to say that's exactly how the business owners feel. I ain't got it like that to be giving out free shit to everybody because like
it ain't the same. Y'all compare my YouTube page to the NBA, bro. Nah, it ain't the same, bro. Y'all compare my YouTube page to the Brooklyn Nets, bro. You trying to tell me in the Brooklyn Nets got the same budget?
Okay, so Breeze, let me ask you a question.
You get offended before you actually listen to the thing because it's like, bro,
I'm not offended. I'm saying I'm defending myself.
Y'all more problems.
Right.
More money, more problems. When you got more money, you got more mouths to feed. You got more salaries,
more overhead,
expenses, more everything.
The overhead is crazy. Like, and that's what I'm trying to say. All right, here's my question to you, Breeze. Just because a person may have $10 million in the bank, I'm just using a hypothetical number, and they own a business, are they supposed to operate their business at a loss just because they have a surplus in their personal account to support that business just to give back to people? That's bad business. Like, is that?
Bro, I never said that for one. And what I said prior wasn't the
like they got it, but you saying they got it. But you said they got it.
They do got it.
Okay, but listen to the question that and that's why I'm asking you.
I said if they got a Pride night and they got a Magic City night, they gotta have a fan night.
But those nights they make money, right? They not letting people in free on Magic City night. They not letting people free in Magic City night, bro. They not letting people free on Pride night, bro. They're not doing that. So the fact that you're saying they should let people in free just to wear a jersey, just from wearing a jersey, that's bad business.
But all I'm saying is there is fan appreciation night, and they give out T-shirts with the fan.
But you gotta pay.
You gotta pay to get in, but you get the T-shirt for free.
Right.
That's
appreciation. Getting in there for free, that's asking a lot.
And I'm not saying I wouldn't want them to do that, but can I expect them to do that? It's a business. They got to get their chicken. And I will say this, even if they did let everybody in for free, they still would get their chicken because they not giving away all the food for free, all the merch that niggas buy ain't free. They still gonna get their chicken, but
they're still taking a hit from that door.
Right, they would take a hit.
All right, so let's say for instance the last game of the season, which is really next Thursday. They say, you know what? We had a bad season. Tickets half off, merch half off, everything half off. Because this merch they're not going to sell anyway. They're just going to put it in inventory or somewhere.
That shit is going to be half off.
Like they'll operate
half off now.
Right. They'll operate to whatever price that they can to where they're not taking a loss to get rid of the stuff. Absolutely. The key in business, bro, is to make $1 more than you put in. If you make $1 more than you put in, you won. If you do less, you lost. And that's just business, no matter what line of business it is, man. Just because I got $100 and I put $20 into this, don't mean I don't want to make $21.
And in conclusion, I don't think Jaden. I mean, what's his name? Jaden Ivey. I don't think he thought it was bad business. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew he was going to get that $10 million, and I just think he wanted to walk a different path. He's not the only one. It was another dude. I think his name was AJ Griffin. He had turned down some money from the NBA, and he just was on some like, I just want to walk down a righteous path. He's the second player that I heard do that in recent memory.
Yeah, his son is Adrian Griffin. The dude who was the coach for the Bucks, played in the NBA for a while. He played for the Hawks for like 2 years, and then he just was like, I'm good. I don't want to play no more. But yo, before we run out of time, real quick though, y'all seen the shit that happened at that Chick-fil-A in Alabama?
Nah.
Yo,
and look, the next year is starting to be half off. Not all of it, but shit is. Once you start getting towards the end of the season and they know it ain't going to be no more games, they're trying to get rid of that shit. So they putting it 20, 30, 40% off.
Because otherwise that shit end up in TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Ross.
Right.
And then they sell that shit at a real, just to kind of break even. But nah, the shit in Chick-fil-A, yo, the workers, like after work, they was like closing down the restaurant. It was a Chick-fil-A in Alabama. And while they were closing down the restaurant, they decided to like make a video. So they were making like, I guess it was a TikTok or whatever. And they posted it. It went viral. Yo, why they all got fired like the next day or 2 days after, all 8 of them that was in the video, the whole night crew got fired. And it was crazy.
What they doing in the video?
They was dancing to a song. The song was a little suggestive.
Oh yeah.
And they was I can't remember the name of the song, but it was some suggestive, some sexually suggestive lyrics in the song for sure. I'm about to pull up the video real quick and show y'all.
So they was just doing the boogie woogie woogie, put that shit on the internet.
Yeah, and like and it was no customers in there. Like I said, it was after closing. And yeah, they got fired. The whole crew. I ain't never seen anything like that. So trying to pull this video up. All right, here we go. Oh man, it's trying to take me to TikTok, and I ain't got TikTok. Hold up.
Well, the thing is, Chick-fil-A is the God-fearing company, man. Maybe Jaden Ivey can go work there.
he could be a president for them.
Yeah, because they not even open on Sundays because of they.
He might start a ministry or something.
All right, y'all ready?
Oh no, they wildin'. They wildin'. This ain't Hooters. This ain't Hooters. Oh yeah, nah, they all need to go. Get them up out of here.
All 8 of them.
Send that shit to McDonald's.
Send that shit to McDonald's.
That shit is in good. Niggas is welcome there.
Yeah, not at Chick-fil-A, man.
Yo, but now when I seen that, I was like, I never seen like a whole shift of the whole crew get fired for something that happened after work, unless they, like damaged the store or, had an inside job trying to, relieve the store, they funds, whatever.
Bruh,
like shit like that. Like
this
a
the
viral
part.
video?
Now, this is the part where I understand the business part of the business owner part, because it's like you're inviting niggas to come there. You're like, if imagine there's a whole space where niggas don't come there, but that's how you get robbed. Like you find out ain't nothing but chicks in there, and the dude that's in there doing the same dance that they doing. Oh, we robbing them. Just go in there and try to.
That's how you looking at
it. Yeah, like that's why a business owner had to do it. Like they're like, yo, niggas gonna rob us after this shit, man. It's no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to do what they did, man. Like they was gonna get robbed if they fired them.
Yo,
all entertainment. This was entertainment only, man. I swear this is for entertainment only, man. For real shit. I don't think it was safe in there after that shit, bro.
Yo,
like that's their defense. The dude supposed to be the defense. Like this ain't supposed to be security. Like even if you see the nigga on point in the background, like they dancing and shit like that, you probably looking at it like, nah, I won't fuck with it. He probably got the strap on him. That's why he like that. You know what I'm saying? But you see him doing the dance, you like, we robbing them niggas for sure. Like for entertainment only. Don't rob them for real. Don't rob.
Yo, but he was the one that posted it. Like it was his idea. He was like, it was his idea.
Chatty
he posted
Patty.
It from the article that I read.
Chatty Patty.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But now, man,
bro.
I get Jay point though with him saying, you know, because it's Chick-fil-A, you know, they all about like, you know, the biblical stance and everything. So they close on Sundays, you know, they not open on Sundays.
But that's what they doing after hours, though. See, this is where it starts at. If they didn't do that, what the dude Bernie Mac said, that was a sin. And they wasn't supposed to do that at Chick-fil-A.
I guess that's how the higher ups looked at it. But one thing about Chick-fil-A though, they are
that doesn't align with their brand.
They are individually owned. So I'm curious to know if that was the franchisee who decided to make that call to fire them, or if he got pressure from the higher ups. Because, you know, even in those franchise situations, the higher ups still can make the call down and be like, hey, either they go or you go. And if you go, they going anyway.
The owner of Chick-fil-A was like, this is not Magic City night. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here.
It's a different part of Georgia, damn it. Because Chick-fil-A is based in Georgia. It's from Georgia.
Right. This ain't Magic City night. Get them up out of here, man.
That's wild. Yeah, that shit crazy though, man. Like,
listen, I'm not shocked or surprised, but hey, shout to them for trying to go viral, but they picked the wrong song and the wrong trend.
Yeah, the song, when I heard the lyrics, I was like, oh, that's kind of wild. That's kind of suggestive.
And to do it in uniform.
The uniform part, yeah.
Yeah, everything y'all wilding.
Everybody getting tagged for that. I seen a woman get tagged for that too. She was doing security though. And she was, know what I mean, twerking in the video. Like these companies, they not playing about representation. You're not representing them the right way, and you're doing that on film. It is going to, you know, it's hard for them to go into meetings and have sit downs where they negotiate business, and the person that you're talking numbers with seen the video. You know what I mean? I'm doing this wild shit on the video. You like,
yeah.
Did you see this video? What did you do about this? Like they gotta act. They have to react. The business had to react. You know, I'm not for people getting fired, but damn, you put them in a real awkward situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
That was crazy.
Now they got to change their uniforms just so people don't associate those colors with that song in that video.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all probably are on it like that. Know what I mean? But they got it's porn stars out here like putting on the colors and uniforms from associations like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and shit, and then going in places that look like it's a restaurant to show that they're doing suggestive things with their coworkers at the restaurant, as like it's a whole genre
They about to start suing them for defamation.
Probably.
That's the next step. If that's the case, because that's crazy.
I thought you were gonna say they're gonna start suing them for defecation. That's
No, that's a different subsection. That's a different subsection right there.
scat play.
That's crazy.
Brought a whole new meaning to the scat pack in Georgia.
I did see some wild shit with this chick. Yo, what's her name? The wildest female rapper of them all, man. But she was talking about farting in dudes' mouths and liking when dudes fart in her mouth. I was like, yo, you is wild. What the fuck? She had an interview on it might have been on the Breakfast Club. I can't remember.
You talking about Suki Hana?
Yeah, there we go.
That's Dr. Umar baby mama.
Yo.
Come on, man.
Farting, yo, she was
on,
talking.
I ain't say Dr. Breeze
mouth, man.
I said Dr.
Right.
Umar. The real Dr.
Come on,
Umar.
why you doing that to the brother, Dr. Umar, bro? Come on, he ain't seated up.
Yes, he did.
And
He
for
really
real,
got her pregnant?
Yeah, she pregnant right now by him.
But for real? Nah, you
Look
bugging.
it up. Look it up.
Nah, I'm looking it up before we leave. Come on, man. Y'all talk about fake news and shit, man. Come on, Umar Johnson. Oh my god.
Hey, at least it wasn't a white girl.
Yo, you stirring the pot right now.
Yo, nah, he did it. Yo, that's wild. Yo, I ain't even know that. That's crazy.
It say he not the father of Sukiana baby, man.
Oh, wait, all right. So yeah, so it depends on where you go.
You
You
sure?
don't never know.
I'm not sure. Let me do some more research, man. Hold on.
Oh yeah, nah, it does say he did not be in the, because it said they have a
niggas
connection.
did not be in the father all the time.
Yo,
Which is crazy, man.
yo.
That would be wild if that's the case, man. Yo, man. Remember a couple episodes ago I was telling y'all that the grandson of Reese's found out that Hershey's was doing us dirty and switching up the product to inferior Reese's, man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the people have spoken, the moves have been made, and Hershey is going back to the original recipe. So rest assured, your Reese's is going to taste like the Reese's of old, man. Not old Reese's.
I could appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I wanted to give a follow-up on that because that I felt offended by that, man. You know, like, fuck you gonna give us like artificial
recipe and shit.
Just because y'all talking about this, I want to ask y'all: have y'all tried the Feastables Reese's? Well, Feastables peanut butter cups.
Nah,
because Feastables is interesting. That's Mr. Beast brand or whatever. But Feastables, they made peanut butter cups with actual peanut butter inside instead of like that the hard peanut butter solution or whatever the fuck they would call it, the proprietary peanut butter, whatever they put in there. But you got chocolate with actual peanut butter inside. They kind of good. I mean, I fuck with it. But I don't know if it's better than the Reese's. I would have to eat them like back to back to see which one is really better. But it's good though.
Yeah, me too. Because
I like the idea of actual peanut butter.
It do have to be a back to back situation because I have lost the debate between the KFC biscuit and the Popeye biscuit. The Popeye biscuit is unanimous, the best biscuit. You don't have to, you know what I mean?
Hell no, them shits is dry as fuck. Break window with them shits, man.
And that Bojangles
hockey puck with a little butter glaze on top. That's what that shit is, man. Fuck out of here.
Yo, you ever had a Bojangles?
Hold on. Jay, hold on. You said it. You said that the Popeye biscuit better than the KFC biscuit.
Nah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me,
bro. Yo, you ever ate a Popeye's biscuit without water? It's like being in a fucking desert, man.
Popeye's biscuit is good, but I prefer KFC overall.
KFC biscuits is way better than Popeye's biscuits, man. I
If they
prefer
fluffy, at least-
Popeye's chicken, but I prefer KFC's biscuit, man.
I prefer KFC overall, personally. You know what I mean? I take their chicken.
You know, they changed. Remember they used to have the chicken pot pie? That shit used to slap.
They brought it back.
They ain't got a vegetable pot pie?
I don't think so.
Hell no. Who the hell make vegetable pot pie, man? It's vegetables in the pot pie, bro.
You gotta go to
Fuck.
VFC.
It's vegetables in that shit, man.
You gotta go to VFC, man.
It's
Vegetable fries.
carrots. It's fucking peas. You know what I'm saying? The fuck, man? Like shit.
He said VFC. You gotta go to VFC, vegetable fry.
Yo, he said a vegetable pot pie. Oh man. Yo, I dare you to walk up in there and tell them, let me get a pot pie whole of chicken.
You know that they had remember those chocolate cakes they had? Them shits used to be good too.
They still got those
We got
too.
all types of cakes now.
They still got those.
Yeah, they got chocolate, they got a strawberry, a lemon, they got a cookies and cream.
They got a strawberry one. I saw the lemon one. I didn't know they had strawberry too.
Yeah, they got a strawberry one. Them shits, the strawberry one was fire. One time they fucked up my order and they gave me like 3 cakes. I was like, word.
Shit sound like a win is a win to me.
Yeah, that was a good day, man.
Word.
But nah, y'all ever had Justin's peanut butter cups?
Nah, I never had it. Nope.
Nah, those the fancy ones. I seen them though.
Those shits, yo, bro, those shits
Where you see them at?
like how you were saying about like having the real peanut butter in them. It's not that Reese's shit in there. It's like peanut butter almost. Like the consistency and everything. Yo, them shits are fire. Them shits expensive though, but they fire.
Yeah, ain't they like $3 a pack or some shit like
Yeah,
that?
for the 2-pack. It's like $3.49.
That's why I never had them, because I didn't know if they was gonna be good or not. And they're $3. I was like,
Yeah, the headquarters is out in not too far from Colorado University. Them shits is crack.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
If you get a chance to treat yourself to a pack of those, man, it's worth it.
You know what's a good cookie? I was working at Lyft and I had met one of the owners of the Partake cookie. You know, I drove him to the grocery store or whatever, so I tried the cookie. It was good. It was good. Partake got a good cookie. It's supposed to got a lot of, you know, good ingredients on it. It's not a lot of ingredients. It's a good cookie.
Yo, you seen the well-rounded human videos?
Oh yeah.
I fuck with his videos. He just asked people to go somewhere healthier for their food.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I fuck with his mission. You know what I mean? Getting people to eat at places with cleaner ingredients. He buy their food, you know what I mean? And I feel like he's putting people on a positive health journey when he does that. Because like next time they might actually go back to that spot and get something else instead of going to McDonald's or whatever.
That's a fact. But yo, the problem with that, bro, and we could definitely kick it on next show about this. I kind of like leave it to be continued. But it's the fucking cost that's associated with eating right, man. Like that shit, like that. If that shit gets fixed, I think more people would eat right. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I eat bullshit, it's just because it's quick and I'm only trying to spend a couple bucks because I got to get going somewhere and doing something like that. Because when
fruit costs more than chips,
bread, I'm eating right.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Fruit costs more than chips. Salad costs more than a burger.
Yeah, like that shit's crazy, man. Why the fuck is the salad the most expensive thing at Wendy's?
You know what I'm saying? Lettuce, tomatoes, all of that.
Yeah, shit, wow, man.
It go bad faster, and it's gonna that other shit got a long shelf life.
Yeah, but they put half that shit on your burger anyway.
Word.
Yeah, the lettuce, tomato. You want some onion in your salad? They'll throw that in there. Some people want pickles in their salad. I don't do that shit. That's a little different there. But you know, everybody like their salad different.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure we don't go past 2 hours. That's all.
Yeah, man.
All right, yo, shout to P, shout to This Is JTV, shout to me, you know what I'm saying? This is the Chicken and Beer episode. Shout out to Barry, shout to everybody, Leaf, everybody, Anna Weiss. I hope I'm not forgetting nobody. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Uh, Lay, Lonnie, Balad, shout out to the mobster, all of y'all, you know what I mean? Subscribe to the page. Thank y'all for tuning in. We see y'all next week. Same Stir the Pot time, stay Stir the Pot channel, you know what I'm saying? Peace.